was so scared. I feel like I'm betraying people, but at the same time, Hoyt was my friend, and what happened was wrong. It was really wrong.
This is Paige Vowell, 28 years old. She's the architect of a savage murder plot with a body count of killers and victims. And at this very moment, she's putting on a show playing the innocent. She's crying, swearing she's innocent. But here's the kicker. She has no idea one of her targets made it out alive, and he's already sung like a canary to the detectives.
I know Paige hit me in the head. I was gonna die. Oh, my last breath.
The call came in just after midnight, May 9th, 2017. Leon County Dispatch in Florida gets a frantic call from a 31-year-old man named Peter Turnay. He's on the line reporting a triple threat: a homicide, a kidnapping, and a grand theft auto. Peter lays it all out. He's got a history with substances and was riding along with his childhood buddy, Hoyt Burge, on a deal to drop off some painkillers. The buyer? None other than Paige Vowell. She was shacked up with her boyfriend, a guy named Paige Briggs. The second Peter and Hoyt hit the property to make the drop, things went south in a hurry. Paige Vowell waved them inside. They stepped right into a trap. 4 guys were lying in wait. What unfolded over the next few hours was pure, unadulterated hell. We'll let Peter tell you in his own words what happened. Now, this case has a lot of players, but we're zeroing in on 3 key figures: Paige Briggs, the boyfriend; the mastermind, Paige Vowell; and the man who paid the ultimate price, Hoyt Burge.
Did anybody say anything when they rushed out? Remember hearing any statements being made?
Not really. It was all gibberish after me then. I mean, that was going on. I was still...
And when you said Paige said something, you don't remember what Paige said to you?
Yeah. The only thing he was saying to me was, get down, stay on the ground. If you move, I'll shoot you.
Did you get down on the ground?
Yeah. Those were big guns. I was scared to death, ain't gonna lie.
Did anybody attack you?
Yeah, I mean, after they basically got Hoyt was...
How did they attack Hoyt?
Just came out of the room and just started, attacking, hitting him. I mean...
What did they hit him with?
I'm not even, to be honest, I don't know, they could have put their pistols, multiple things, I don't really...
But Peter's holding back some crucial pieces of the story right here. See, when they threw him to the floor, they slapped duct tape over his eyes, but they didn't do a clean job. A tiny crack let him see a sliver of the scene. And what he saw through that sliver of light is the kind of thing that burns itself into your memory forever. His best friend, the kid he grew up with, was being viciously pistol-whipped, bludgeoned with a hammer, and pummeled by fists, all while Peter was pinned down, completely helpless, forced to watch every horrific second.
I was gonna die. Oh, my last breath. I don't know how I'm alive, man. That was it. You mix those types of people.
Well, why did they stop attacking you?
They hit me a few times because my best bet was to earn their trust and get on their side.
Mm-hmm.
That was my best bet. Or you're going to die. Because I was the only one there besides Lloyd.
So what happened to Hoyt?
Because everybody talked out there, even afterwards. I mean, the whole reason, and they were just even saying it during the reason those dudes came is Hoyt was supposed to rob them.
So this is what they were talking about?
Yes, this is what they were
Where were
saying.
you when they were talking about it?
Right there in the living room.
You were sitting?
I was sitting. I was there in the living room. They were talking amongst each
Is
other.
that when you were did you already get hit at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Well, where was Hoyt when they were talking about this?
Talking about the...
When they were talking about Hoyt trying to rob him, where was Hoyt?
They were talking about he was already he was on the floor.
He was on the floor?
As soon as he basically got in there, within 30 seconds of him being in there, 20 seconds of him being in there, me being in there also, when they attacked him, and all you can hear was him screaming as they chased him around the living room.
Okay. Was Hoyt still screaming when they were talking about Hoyt trying to rob him?
They still talking when Hoyt.
Okay. So what happened to Hoyt?
They attacked him. Hoyt was basically running around, trying to do whatever you can, screaming, hollering, and they're hitting them. Hoyt is falling down on the ground. I'm already down on the ground. I can look because they see him this way. I'm facing. I can see Hoyt's a few feet away. I can see it. I mean, I can see them hitting them. And I was like, man, it's kind of nippy out here, man. But for there, yeah. Hoyt. I mean, I couldn't see because my head wasn't like this the whole time as I'm laying down, so I wasn't like that. You know, to be honest with you, I want to see as little as possible. Mm-hmm. And Hoyt grabbed the gun from Patrick.
What kind of gun did Patrick have? Was it big or small?
It wasn't a handheld. I didn't really see it, to be honest, but it was a gun.
So you grabbed Patrick's gun?
Patrick's gun, and it went off. Boom. And that's all I heard. Everybody, and you know, when everybody heard that, they were just boom. You know, kind of spooked. And I thought I heard someone say, "I'm hit." I want to say it was.
Who said they were hit?
I want to say it was Hoyt. He's like, "I think I'm hit." And just kind of like, and that was the last I've heard of him. So that last voice I heard from Hoyt.
According to several accounts, Hoyt's last words were chillingly clear. "Y'all just killed me." He knew, right then and there, that it was over. Peter was forced to listen to his friend's final, ragged breath as the attackers just laughed, mocking him without a single ounce of human decency.
Paige
said that?
Paige said that. I mean, they said, you know, as they went on throughout the rest of the, the night, as they're, cleaning, doing whatever they're doing, trying to wash away whatever evidence or whatever they're trying to do. I just was like, I was just like this, like, wrong place, wrong time, goddamn right.
So, what were they cleaning up?
They were cleaning. I seen the girl. They were Paige's girlfriend. Like Paige and them were so her. I'm sorry, I've been up for, I don't know how long I've been doing this forever. She was clean. I seen her clean the blood off the wall. I don't know if she had anything part of it, but to be honest, I mean, I would think that she would be allured. Why not? Because Hoyt always had a weakness for women. Mm-hmm. He loves his girls, and I think that she could have lured him in there. That's what I'm thinking.
Where did they bring Hoyt?
And I think that was like the bait or something. Like, I was just, innocent bystander type. Like, okay, we'll just use him. Mm-hmm. Wrong place, wrong time.
Paige's girlfriend's cleaning blood off the wall. What did they do with Hoyt?
Body stayed there for a while, for a little bit, until they just put like all kinds of things wrapped up in like either towels, rugs, like a little white clear tarp, just whatever they could find. Really, he sat there for a while as they discussed, what they're gonna do, and they kept asking me, "Peter, you're not gonna say anything, are you? Peter, you're not gonna say anything, are you?" And hooked on the rope. I said, "I'm not gonna say nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?" Yeah. I didn't think it didn't matter anyway. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna live. I said, "This is it, man. I'm done." And they're like, "So do you know what happened?" And I was like, that's the key. Survival. Whatever you can do to survive, do it. And that's what I did.
Somehow, Peter made it out. And the story of his escape is nothing short of incredible. Once the crew had shoved Hoyt's body into Peter's car, they muscled Peter into the passenger seat right next to him. He had no idea where they were headed, or if he was about to meet the same fate.
They were talking about going to, Patrick was talking about, "Hey, I got a friend that we can go to. He's got plenty of land, out there in the boonies. They're from Monticello. And when I keep Monticello, I think my parents' house, because it's not too far. We kind of live on the outskirts, but my parents live by the Tallahassee Car Museum." Mm-hmm. And that's when I was, I had told the guys earlier, I was like, man, I was like, because I was saying anything would help me. Like, I was like, "I'll give y'all money, I'll give you whatever." They had already took all my money out of my pocket. They took my phones. They took my wallet, my driver's license. That's what they said. They continue to say, like, "We know where you live. We know your parents. And we will kill you and your family if you say anything." That's exactly what they said. And my mom's my world.
Mm-hmm. So did they stop anywhere? Did they go to Jefferson County or Monticello, or?
We got to I ended up, I don't know if they, but Sid ended up saying, like, I told him I'd give him money if this was earlier in the night after all this stuff, so I was all frantic and shit. And he said, like, during the car ride as we're going down 90, he's like, I'll take you up on that. I was like, what? He goes, how much money are you gonna bring me? I said, I got about $350, $400 in there or something. You know, I'll bring it to you. And he just got, he agreed. And the whole thing in the back of my head, I was like, I was hoping they'd say, I hope they don't say, because they're going to do the body thing. And I was hoping they don't go do that first, because I'm figuring, if they're going out to the woods, they're going to kill me. They're going to kill me. That's what they're going to do. That's what I have them fearing. And I just said, park right here. Like, you go to the roundabout, because you got a house, as it goes around to the, in the back, as it gets toward the end of the street back to Walden. And I knew that there's a house right here that where they couldn't, like, if they stopped right here, I knew they couldn't really see me go to my actual house. And they just parked right there. And he's like, you gonna go get that? I said, yeah, man, I'll go get it. He said, you got 5 minutes. You better be back in 5 minutes. And so I got in the car. I walked slowly, I had a gimp or something, you know, because the sidewalk leads to the front door. And they can't see after so long. As soon as I knew they couldn't see, I run to my house. And I know it's right next door, so I run. I'm beating on the door. Boom, 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 boom. And my mom finally, first I'm trying to knock it. I didn't know if they could hear from that. That's how scared I was. Like, I didn't know if they could hear. And eventually I could hear my mom, like, getting through and coming to the door. And she's taking forever. She's open. I'm just like, she'll tell you. I'm just like, get them, please. Like, I went inside, and immediately, first thing I do, I don't take a piss. I don't take a breath of air. Mom, and I'm trying to think how to say it, what to say. Like, this is what happened, and I gave her the whole. I told her everything. And as I'm telling her, she's like, in the process, she's like calling 911. And she's like, yeah, call him. You know, yeah, I said, and then she's talking to the officer, I guess, on the phone. I said, man, this shit's serious, man. Those dudes have guns. They just, you know, I mean, what dude just died. I mean, obviously they're not. And that was it. She called, we waited, and she wanted to keep going outside my mom. I said, Mom, just get in the house, man. Get in the house. These people are not playing. The officer went by, I guess, by herself, check things out. And she wanted to see to it. This, Mom, let them deal with this. That's their job. That's their job, not yours. I need you.
Luckily for them, the crew didn't give chase. Peter and his mother got away clean, all thanks to his quick thinking and courage, and thanks to the detailed intel he provided. The cops were able to round up everyone involved in short order, but nothing could have prepared them for the interrogation room. Of all the suspects they brought in, Paige Vowell's interview was, hands down, the most chilling.
Hey Paige, how you doing? Hey, I'll take this handcuffs off of you.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Paige, I'm Detective Vowell. This is Detective Norman. We're the violent crime unit here. Alright, I'll talk to you about everything while you're here.
Okay.
Alright. The first thing I need to stress to you is that now's the time to be completely honest about everything. Okay. Have you ever been arrested before?
Yes.
What have you been arrested for?
My possession of a controlled substance, that was like almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
My most recent arrest was battery and a VOP.
Okay. Do you know what kind of investigation we're doing now?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, you realize it's a homicide investigation, murder? Okay. So, by not being truthful with us, can hurt you greatly, okay? This is not a battery charge, it's not a possession charge. This is something that can affect you the rest of your life.
This is something that I never thought I would ever have to.
So, what I'm telling you is the questions we ask, you need to answer truthfully, honestly, and tell us everything you know, and not worry about hiding something for somebody else, because they're going to be talked to as well. And so don't tell us something that's not true, and then we go find out that what you just told us was a lie, because now that gets you involved even more than what you are. Okay, right now you need to be looking out for yourself. I don't know what kind of future you want, but if you sit here and lie to us, it's not going to be a good one. All right.
How old are you, Paige? 28. You have kids? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, obviously, you know what we're going to talk to you about. So why don't you just let you talk and tell us from the beginning that day, like what went down.
See it? Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. from what everyone don't want me to be completely honest, but I will be completely honest because I know for a fact that I never felt what I did could be charges against me because of the fact that I was there and I did not call.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I wanted to, but I was scared. Shitless. Scared shitless. Okay. And the guy that passed away was actually a friend of mine. So our murderer was a friend of mine. But see, I don't wanna.
Let's start with Monday night. Can you remember Monday night?
That was the night he came, right?
Who came?
Was that the night that this happened? I don't know, my days are mixed up a little bit.
Today's Wednesday.
Okay, so yeah, I was there for his right, yes, Monday night. So, he came by to give me, like, am I incriminating myself by saying him saying?
You're a witness
Okay,
right
just
now,
a
okay?
Okay, because,
Listen, we're not worried about any drugs.
No,
Anything about that.
okay,
Yeah.
that's it. I was gonna purchase some painkillers from him. He's a friend of mine. He brought someone that I don't know. I don't know this guy. I don't know who he had brought with him.
How did you arrange for him to come over to buy whatever you were going to buy from him?
I arranged it by talking to Hoyt. Hoyt was just supposed to. I didn't know if he was gonna bring what the painkillers with him, or if I was gonna go with him to go get some. I know to go.
So I'm talking about, did you talk to him on a cell phone? Or how did you talk to him about it?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Like via text or a phone call?
Text.
Okay.
But my phone is up. Like, that's why I have two phones. One, they don't work. They keep getting messed up. So, anyway, so it was supposed to be simple, quick, and easy. Wait. I don't know, it's hard for me to talk about him because I was really good friends with him. He's a little bit of a scumbag, like you would say, but like, not a scumbag, but like he was way too flirty all the time, you know, but he was really sweet to me. Really sweet to me. I haven't really talked about how this happened yet. All I know what he wanted to do was come over there because he thought he was going to get some from me or something, and that just wants me to be so sad. He's just so sweet. In that regard, he's not an innocent guy whatsoever, but I don't know, it's hard.
Alright, let's freeze frame this for a second. Vowell just called a guy sweet for showing up, expecting to get lucky, and the second she says it, the waterworks start, and she claims she's heartbroken. But let's not forget what Peter told us. He's convinced Val set Hoyt up, using the fact that he was into her as bait. She was the honey trap, plain and simple. And right here, she's making it crystal clear she knew exactly what part she was playing, no matter how hard she tries to cry her way out of it.
Who was all there when he came in?
Well, they weren't supposed to, they weren't, a lot of them left, and Paige left, he came back, he wasn't supposed to come, he wasn't supposed to have been back so soon. I thought he was going to be gone longer because he didn't want me to get these painkillers or whatever. He doesn't like me doing them, and so it was kind of something that I didn't want him to be there for. He, this isn't like that, I do them sometimes, so, but he came back earlier than I expected, and, so, anyway, I told him and his friends to just like kind of, I don't know, just let me do it. I told him because he doesn't like me doing it at all. He found out and he was a bit upset that I was going to get on, but whatever.
So Vicky, Patrick, and was that it?
No, Vicky, Patrick, and Paige was there too. He'd come back.
Okay.
I didn't know he was going to come back so soon.
Anybody else?
And Vicky's boyfriend, Stan.
Who?
Stan. Yeah, he'll probably only have a lot of information I have because I'm sure they don't want me to tell you all what happened, but
It's us talking. It's not, you're talking just to us, okay?
I know I shouldn't be. I feel like I'm betraying people, but at the same time, Hoyt was my friend, and what happened was wrong. It was really wrong.
It was wrong, and like I said earlier, you need to look out for yourself right
I'm
now.
not trying to worry. I'm worried about it. The fact that happened was wrong, and it shouldn't have happened.
Do you know Stan's last name?
Because you don't want to get in trouble by any of these people, or
Is he a white male or black male?
white.
Okay.
But what I do know for a fact is that like maybe some wrong things were done. But I'm telling you this over wrong for a fact. I saw the whole thing happen, and when you see someone hurt someone like that, you can tell their intentions are not good. You can tell people that are just like, calm down, that are just like, okay. Like it felt like we were at the attention we were gonna get robbed from them. It's how it felt like, kind of, because he brought some other guy that we didn't know ahead of time. Like it was supposed to just be Hoyt. Hoyt was the only one that was supposed to come over. He was the only one that was supposed to come with. He was supposed to come alone. He never said he was gonna bring people.
Now, there was a kernel of truth to the story Paige Briggs and Vowell were spinning about thinking they were about to get hit. But just a kernel, yeah. Investigators found texts between Hoyt and someone else casually kicking around the idea of robbing Paige, and sure, Hoyt seemed to be entertaining it, but when Paige Briggs finally laid eyes on those messages, it wasn't the talk of a robbery that lit his fuse. It was what Hoyt claimed he'd done with Vowell in those texts. Hoyt was bragging that he'd been with Vowell multiple times. That's what sent Briggs over the edge. Once he read that, the only thing on his mind was payback. The plan came together on its own. Rough up Hoyt, take his stuff, and let Vowell walk with the pills. No charge.
How it happened should not have happened. It was kind of supposed to be a low-key thing. Like I was just kind of supposed to switch out with Hoyt really quick. Like, do a little transaction really quick. That's what my intentions were, was to do a little quick transaction. So,
Okay.
I'm sorry, keep going.
Who was outside? Who stayed outside?
I'm not exactly sure. It's one of the little. I think it started with a P. One of the little guys.
That's the little short guy you're talking about? It starts with a P?
Yeah, I think it starts with a P.
Okay.
But he did not mean to get. I feel like he was put in a situation that he didn't want to be there. All I know what happened. It went really fast. But Paige held Pete to the ground. He held Pete to the ground. Yeah, that's his name. It was Pete. Pete. Yep, that was his name. He came back so quick right there. Pete was his name. Sorry, when some people ask me on point, I don't always know.
Okay. So Paige held Pete to the ground.
Yeah, and he said, Pete, everything's gonna be fine. Just keep your hands on your right.
Was this in the house?
Yeah, he said, yeah, in the house. This was after a long time. I don't know. I'm all over the place about it because this is the first time I'm going through it.
Okay, let's go. Let's start here. Hoyt came up. Y'all were gonna do an exchange.
Yeah, Hoyt came up with Pete.
Okay.
And then some other people. I think
white guys, black guys,
girls. There's no girls. There's no girls.
Okay.
There's no girls.
Okay, so he comes up with other people. You don't know who they are.
Yeah, but some of them were he was starting to invite, Hoyt trying to invite his friends to come in and stuff, and then they didn't want to. Or something, and he said, fine, go stand in the car or whatever.
Okay.
So, okay. I don't know, it was just...
Calling this murder kind of weird is one way to put it, but let's call a spade a spade. This was a setup from the word go. True to form, Vowell points the finger at the men for how things went sideways, conveniently leaving out her role in the whole affair. The reality, the crew that rolled up with Hoyt and Peter actually tried to get inside the house. but Vowell told them to stay put. The reason? If they were inside, her ambush was a bust, and Hoyt wouldn't be outnumbered. He wouldn't be a sitting duck, and she wouldn't get her score for free.
I feel like at first, maybe Pat maybe thought that there was going to be a robbery. I felt when they brought all the people there, I could understand why he thought that they were going to try and rob them. But then after they came in, I felt like nothing bad was going to happen, and I felt like it wasn't going to be like what he thought it was going to be. So Paige just was holding Pete down, trying to figure out what was going on, and Hoyt was just going crazy. And Stan, and because I'm being really honest, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I feel really bad for Hoyt. It shouldn't have happened like that. If it was, anyway, Hoyt started going crazy. Stan was grabbing them all over the place, and literally, I swear to God, I saw Hoyt's ear like dangling or something, and I tried to get him to stop, but then Hoyt was going crazy. He was like jumping around all over the place, and then the next thing you know, I hear a gunshot. And I didn't think he hit him or anything. I didn't think that Pat hit him, but he did. And then after that, maybe I wanted to go. I wanted to go the whole time, and I was so scared. I was so scared. I can't believe that happened from me.
Where did this happen at? In the house?
In the living room.
Okay.
There's only like one room available.
Okay.
But me and Paige ended up calling someone. He doesn't want to put his name out there. He didn't do anything wrong. He just was there to pick me and Paige up because we did not want to be part of that situation at all. We did not want to be a part of it. I wanted to pretend that didn't even happen. Like it felt like it was so surreal. It felt like a dream, like the worst nightmare of my life.
Who had the gun?
Pat. God, I don't know why he shot him.
He had a big gun.
He had a big gun. And he shot him. He shot him.
Do you know where he shot him?
Yes, because I went out there. I wanted to try and save his life. I told him we needed to call the cops. My phone doesn't work. It does not work. I was like, we need to call the cops. He's about to die. Like, he's about to die. And then he was dead. And I had to go. I did not want to be there anymore. Like, I could not even look at him. I did not want to be there. I did not want to be there.
Where did he get shot at? I know you said his ear was dangling.
He obviously got shot in his chest. There was nothing I could do because he was already gone, like, so quick. It looked like he got shot up in the upper chest area. Like, I couldn't even look at him like that. Like, I couldn't.
You don't know how his ear was injured?
Stan injured his ear. I watched them fighting.
With what was he fighting with, though?
I think he had a gun or something. He may have had brass knuckles. I don't know what he had, but somehow, I don't know if y'all see this body. Please tell me his ear was where that was in my head. It felt like his ear was literally dangling and just splurting around everywhere. And when that happened, that was up against the front window, like, of the house.
Poor, helpless Paige Vowell, at least. That's the narrative she was desperately trying to sell. According to her, she wanted to help Hoyt, but she claimed everyone else shot down the idea of calling for help. You ask anyone else who was in that room, including her own friend Harley, and you get a completely different story. According to Harley, another woman on the scene was the one fighting to save Hoyt's life. Meanwhile, Vowell just stood there and watched as he choked and coughed up an alarming amount of blood. Someone begged to call for an ambulance, Vowell shot it down. Her logic? She wasn't about to go to jail. Hoyt took a relentless beating for 2 full minutes before taking a round to the chest, and even after that, he was still alive for another 30 seconds, slowly bleeding out on the floor.
Me and Paige, honestly, me and Paige didn't know what to do. Like, I know he wanted to get rid of all the guns and stuff. Like, that was really mainly like for, I don't know what Pat was thinking. I didn't even know Pat was like that. I don't know how he could have done that. I didn't know how he could have done that.
Where was Hoyt whenever he was shot? I know you said the living room. Where was he at in the living room?
By the closet.
By the closet? Near the kitchen? Okay. Was he standing? Was he on his knees? Was he laying down?
He was fighting like crazy. Like when I say someone who thinks that they're about to get hurt really bad fights like crazy, no. Usually you lay there and you're like, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Hoyt did not do that. Hoyt was going all over the place. Like honestly, he was a fight. It was fighting back and forth.
Who was he fighting with?
Honestly, I don't really. All I know is Paige was with Pete, trying to hold Pete down. And Stan and David and Pat were the ones that were over there that were trying to hold Hoyt down, and then all of a sudden I hear the gun go off, and I'm never gonna get out of my memory ever again. This kid, like, I cannot believe how have you ever seen someone die in front of you? Have you ever seen someone die in front of you like that? Someone that you're friends with, and you're really good friends with his girlfriend. I want to make up a lie in my head and just like pretend something like I didn't even see that, like I wasn't even there. Like I want to train my brain not to be able to see that anymore. Like I wish you could see that. I don't know if I'll ever be the same after that, to be honest. I can't.
Before the gunshot went off, you said there was fighting. Were there any other weapons involved?
I'm not sure. I know that there were brass knuckles in the house and stuff like that, so I don't know if those were used. I don't know how they did it. I honestly don't know. It went so quick, and I cannot. I'm sorry.
So you
I keep picturing it in my head.
didn't see anybody use any hammers or anything?
No, didn't see any hammers or anything. You saw all I saw was Pat shot him, and I didn't know what to do. I honestly, I didn't know what to do. I wanted to go. I wanted to leave her. I wanted to go to the house, but there was nothing that could have been done. I just wanted to leave. I was scared. I was so scared. Like, I don't understand how all that can happen when all I wanted to do was just, I feel like it's my fault. If I hadn't wanted to get any painkillers, none of that would ever happen. So it's my fault. It's my fault.
Vowell knows exactly how Hoyt's ear was disfigured. According to her friend Harley, Vowell allegedly confessed they needed to make Hoyt impossible to identify. To cover up the crime, her solution was to grab a hammer and start swinging at his head. She didn't let up until, in her own words, his ear flew off. The coroner's report confirmed it, showing a 1.5-inch by 1.5-inch flap of skin torn from Hoyt's skull near his ear. That's not exactly the behavior of a passive observer.
I guarantee you, once he messed his ear up, I think that's whenever Hoyt really started going crazy. I mean, I have my eardrums on, I don't know what I would do. But it looked like his ear was dangling and there was just blood going everywhere, and I was just standing there saying, stop.
So, but were they fighting with just their hands, or are they?
No, there's definitely nothing with hands.
What was there fighting?
No hands. I don't know if you'll know. There's no hands. There's no possible way they could have hands. There was guns. There was just guns. I don't know.
Like they were hitting with guns?
Yeah, he could have got pistol whipped or something.
No, I'm asking, did you see that? Or?
I mean, I don't know. No, it's like, it's kind of like it really is kind of a blur. Like I've been trying to tell myself it didn't happen. I know it's not as wrong to do, but I've been trying to just like try and make up things in my head that are, I can't do it though. I can't not see him all the time.
So you saw Stan hitting him with something.
Yeah, I saw Stan hitting him and they're all yelling and I was just trying to get them to stop.
But you don't know what Stan was hitting with?
I have no clue what he was hitting. All I know is he was getting hit and Stan was gonna occur. And all I know is in that moment I could tell each and every single one of those dudes, I could tell who was out there that had no soul at all. But I could read them like a book. Like, they didn't give a fuck. Like, how can you do that to somebody?
What was Patrick hitting with?
And Pat scared me the most. I thought Pat, I thought I had a really good judge of character. Like, I could tell he was a good person or not. I don't know. All of a sudden, something clicked with a lot of those people that just I had never seen before in my life. Like, you can tell who someone really is whenever something like that happens, and you see that rage, like that for no reason. Of course, like why are they getting mad at Hoyt? Whenever Hoyt's not doing anything wrong but fighting back, Like.
So what did Pat hit him with?
I don't know if Pat hit him or not. All I know is Pat shot him.
When did Pat get the gun? I mean, was he had it the whole time, or?
Pat had it, but damn, Pat always has guns. He's obsessed with them. His dad does. Holds a gun. I don't know. He's always got like really good guns. So there was already guns in the house. Pat's there a lot all the time. He just actually moved into a new place, so he had his guns.
Yeah, Pat had a big gun, right? So a long gun.
Yeah, Pat had a
when during the altercation did he get that? Did he have it? Was he holding it the whole time?
Yeah, he already had it.
So he had it while he was trying to fight Hoyt?
No, I don't know if he had it while he was trying to fight Hoyt, but I know he had already had it in the house because he was in the process of moving.
Yeah. So my question is, like, what point did Pat grab the long gun?
I have no idea. There was so much going on. Honestly, I was watching Paige because he was my boyfriend, and so I wanted to make sure everything was okay with him.
And remember, Peter didn't say Val just stood by. He made it perfectly clear she was an active participant in cleaning the crime scene and moving Hoyt's body.
I don't even know anymore. I don't even know how this happened. But all I wanted was it's my fault. It's really my fault. Because I wanted to get some pictures.
I know this is tough, but we gotta
It's just like no one understood. Hoyt's a good guy.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
My friend, I don't know, on my Facebook, he said the sweetest thing on my birthday, not even 2 weeks ago, the sweetest thing. He's always been so sweet to me, and I cannot believe that happened to him. I can't believe he did that, and I had to see it. I should not have had to see anything like that.
Excuse me for just a minute, Paige. Your dad owns the truck that you drive, right? Is it your daddy that owns it or your stepdaddy?
Yeah, my dad.
Okay. What's his name?
David.
David. Do you have a phone number for your dad?
Yeah.
What's his number, sweetie?
Why did I get on that?
No.
I'm just trying to be honest.
We appreciate that.
Wait, deserves that. His girlfriend deserves that.
And that's why you're in here talking to us about it, right? Because it's not right what happened to me.
It's not right what happened.
Absolutely. And that's all. You're not. I just need.
I saw people for who they really were at that specific moment. You can tell who's not right in the head. I promise you that. I have never.
What's Dad's phone number, sweetheart?
I'm sorry. I had never, ever would ever think that I would ever be in a situation like that. Ever in my life. And I literally, when I tell you, you can read someone and how they really are in a situation like that, which I would not want my worst enemy to have to witness or be in a situation like that, because that is I can't believe that happened. He was a scumbag when it comes to him trying to do stuff with me because he's a little whore dog that way, but he is the sweetest guy. He has a really good freaking heart. He's the best heart ever, and it should have never happened to him. It should never happen to anybody. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I had to trust me I feel like.
Hey, Paige, before we go any further, you're not under arrest. Understand, okay? Right now you are a witness in this, but I do want you to read your rights just so you understand your right. You're not under arrest, okay? But you need to know your rights, okay? Alright.
I should speak to a lawyer. Should I speak to a lawyer? I don't know how these things work.
It's your choice if you want to speak to a lawyer or not.
Well, let Detective Moore read you these rights, and then
Okay.
just go from there.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer at this time and have a lawyer present with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand the rights that I read to you?
I do. Does that mean that everything I've just said does not count anymore? Because I just never read my rights?
But you're not under arrest.
Yeah, you're not under arrest or anything. Basically what you're going to do, if you'll just initial here that I read these to you, and you can reread them if you like, and read the statement right here.
Honestly, I'm like worn out now. That was really bad. I have not thought about that night since it happened. I was trying to pretend it didn't. That's why me and Paige went away to his beach house, because we were both freaking out.
Read this right here.
We had no idea. We had no idea that was like.
With those rights in mind, do you want to continue to talk to us? We just need to get all sides of the story.
Shortly after that interrogation, Paige Vowell stopped talking and got a lawyer. At trial, she stuck to her story, insisting she was just an innocent bystander who invited Hoyt over for a deal and had zero clue things would take a fatal turn. The jury didn't buy a word of it. Paige Vowell was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. As for the four men who executed the attack, Patrick Bryan, the man who pulled the trigger, got 50 years. Paige Briggs was given 45 years. Stanley West and David Howard each drew a 30-year sentence. But there's at least one piece of good news to come out of this tragedy. Peter Tournay got clean and now has a steady job in construction. We like to think Hoyt, his childhood best friend, would be proud of that, and we wish Peter nothing but the best as he moves forward.